Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show. On today, Sunday, March 19th, 2024. Happy St. Patrick's Day. All right, this video I'm doing, you got my man Anthony from Metal Miners, who's doing contests. Basically, for his 1K subscription, so he's putting out something where he wants to just give out, whoever wins get $100 since the PayPal whatnot. But I'm gonna say this right off the back, Anthony. If I do become the winner, if I do, all I ask is that you don't even send me that 100. Um, put in, you could put that in and put an order in for me, you know, and just surprise me with some good stuff, man. I'm sure some of the stuff you probably hook me up with, I more than definitely won't have. so I think that would be pretty cool. You could just go and send, order me a couple of albums and whatnot. I'll be happy with that, man. Just to let you know right off the back, okay? All right, so let's start it off. Basically, the entry is ABC123. A is for your favorite album. B is for your favorite band. C is for your favorite cover. And then the one is you give him a suggestion for something that he could do on his show. Two would be the two bands you're anticipating for 2024. And three, your three favorite albums for 2023. All right. So let's start it off real quick with my favorite album of all time when it comes to me, the greatest death metal album ever made. And I've said it a bunch of times on all my videos when I do countdowns and I do stuff or whatever in rankings. I always say Malevolent Creation's Retribution. Okay. This album right here, to me, was the best made death metal album. And, this is my original copy. And to me, it still holds up to this day. Alex Marquez on drums here, and the members on that were playing on this album is phenomenal. To me, the best album, my most favorite album is always up there. It's always on the top 5 of my greatest albums. So Malevolent Creation, Retribution. All right. And as far as band, my favorite band, um, you know, it's kind of hard to throw like favorite band out there. I mean, I might got two that's always been my go-to, throughout the years, growing, becoming a metalhead and so on. It was always Slayer. Slayer was always like, I know Slayer's not very popular no more like they used to be, but it was always Slayer. Slayer was like my go-to. They were the most extreme, and I gravitated to Slayer. And then Deicide, when Deicide came out, that was like my go-to for death metal. Glenn Benton and those, first self-titled Legion, and then Once Upon a Cross. To me, Once Upon a Cross is an album that I could just listen to on repeat and not get tired of it. But I guess it's between Slayer and Deicide. I can't have those are my two go-to, Slayer and Deicide, if anything. Okay. Then my favorite cover, I got it right over here. I guess I'll just show it to you from my little iPad thing, right? Obituary, Cause of Death. All right. To me, that's one of the most awesome covers made. I mean, I've seen people who've done tattoos of it, and a friend of mine did like that whole thing for a sleeve with the tree and the eyeball, and I think that's just one of the most awesome covers. There's plenty of covers, I mean, that I could always go to, but when people tell me about covers that hits me right away, is always going to be Cause of Death. I think Cause of Death is like one of the most phenomenal covers made. I mean, and I think it just still holds up to this day. Well, there's got to be next to maybe Cannibal Corpse's Butchered at Birth, because it's like the most shocking. But Cause of Death was always like that. It gave me that horror element. It just you just saw horror when you saw that cover. Okay. And now, all right, so now we're going to go into suggestions. All right, Anthony. So look, me being who I am as well, I think we're pretty similar when it comes to our styles and what we do. I mean, I thank goodness that I got the silent producer Rich, who sometimes helps me with certain things. I really, as far as, making your show better, dude, I enjoy your show for what it is. And to me, I like it the way you do it and the way it is because it resonates with me. I can, I see it. I see the way you do it, and it just I feel off it. And to me, sometimes certain channels you don't have to be extra. You don't have to be extra, throwing lights and sirens and glare and all this other stuff to make your channel look good. Sometimes simple is better, and I love it, bro. I love the way you do your stuff. And the only thing I think what I do want to do is I do want to see you maybe on a stream or something like that. So you want to see you interacting with some other people, maybe something like that. But besides that, man, keep your channel the way it is, man. I love your channel the way it is, man. Don't change it. All right. And two bands that I'm anticipating for 2024. It's number two. Most definitely, My Dying Bride. Oh, man. I cannot wait for that new My Dying Bride to come out on April 19th, man. That's going to be fabulous. It's going to be fabulous. And the next one will be, I think, King Diamond. I'm excited to, I heard, that the single he put out, and I'm interested to see what else he's going to have on the album. Is this going to be his last hurrah? King Diamond's getting up there in age. So I'm looking forward to the new King Diamond as well. All right. And number three, my three faves for 2023. I got three that I got here. I might throw one as extra. I didn't even get a chance to get it out. But let me see if I find it. My honorable mention would be Immortal Suffering, Extreme Torture. All right. It was so good to see these guys still playing music and doing their thing. So, I had to make, put them up there as the, honorable mention, because I took out three, but I was like, shit, Immortal Suffering, but they're going to get an honorable mention. All right. And then here we go. Number one, we got to say that's one of the surprises too. Dying Fetus, Make Them Suffer. People are probably, some people already like on and off with Dying Fetus. I'm still a fan of theirs from when they first came out. And I still got their demo, when I saw them at Deathstock back in the early 90s. And, I'm sure, it's not to some people, but I believe that this was a fucking highlight album of 2023. And good shit, man. I really enjoyed this album a lot. And another freaking surprise hit for me, an Incantation. All right. This album right here was, beyond what I guess people were going to think it was going to be, and it was a fantastic album. Good shit. It's just so good to see some of these, OGs still doing their stuff, man. Great stuff for Incantation. All right. And last but not least, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mordred Red. All right. Besides the fact that he's a friend of the channel, but 2023 has been really good with the, and I'm looking forward to his full length. Can't wait for his full length to come out. I know it's gonna blast away a lot of bullshit that's going on today, man. But Mordred Red right here, man. All right. So that's what I got right now, Anthony. I hope I'm in the running, and it was fun making this video, man. You guys, please like and subscribe to Anthony at Metal Miners. He just hit 1K, and congratulations to you, brother. All right, right now, as far as we go, we're hoping you guys would like and subscribe us as well. We're in about 807, so we're getting close to that 1K, and we're looking forward to getting to 1K, just like, so we get down with everybody else, started being the small fry in the YouTube community. All right, this is Barry, That Goat Metal Show. Stay brutal.